patch notes for build one. Oh, jeez, I'm not reading through that. Okay, known issues. When this featured store refresh occurs, not everyone will see the updated items. A workaround for this is leaving the screen and coming back to it. This does not occur all the time, and the team is currently investigating the cause. P123 Florida Ward trait has mismatched first-person arms. That's probably something new in the store, I'm guessing. You know, like summer cosmetic, Florida. Carnation Cuties Dollmaster doll has a visually bugged skirt. I didn't even know that was a name. That's so cool, Carnation Cuties. Input bindings. The new input binding options have been added. Weapon selection forward and weapon selection backwards. Default on keyboard is X and Z. Additionally, the training mode, tables and TVs now utilize these bindings when interacted with. Yeah, cool. I like it. It's a nice small detail. On the score screen, you will now be shown the number of hits each team has taken from the monster next to their health status. I actually like this because you don't have to count yourself. I mean, what's the whole point of you counting yourself if you can just build it into the game? I mean, you can, like, if you can consider it like a skill thing for the monster, right? In some games, they don't show you those things on purpose, just so you would count them yourself and keep track of every team more, or like every enemy more. So I guess in some games it makes sense, but for a monster who already has a lot of shit to remember, I think this is a nice little feature. Store and customization. Tags have now been added to the store items that describe which characters are able to use each item, e.g. bread only, ward only, etc. Which I like, because there was like what was it, like some socks not so long ago, probably like 2 weeks ago, that were in the store, but once you buy them, they're only available for Leo, Brett, and Jess, not for Gloria and Faith. So I like this. Dollar cuties now? Hell yeah. Monsters. When monsters are banished, all of their cooldowns will now be refreshed, which I really like. Finally, a monster change that like benefits the monster. Obviously, I know that a lot of people will say, but that's not enough. Obviously, it's not enough. This is just one of the things they were talking about implementing. So they probably just push this forward because it's a simple change. Probably not a lot of coding connected to it. So they just push this simple change until they implement the bigger changes, which are probably going to be coming up soon. Now, let's talk about the thing that actually... okay, Dollmaster. Simplify the art of the doll trap icons to make them easier to read at far distances. Fine. I don't know how that looks, but fine. I like it. Stunning the Dollmaster body directly with a weapon will now also reduce their doll trap count by 1. In addition, if all available doll traps were already placed on the map at a time, then the oldest placed doll trap will also be destroyed. Obviously, we know what this change is. This is a nerf to his last stigma. You don't go eat up stun weapons with your main body before your last stigma. But why you do it afterwards is when you're on last stigma, you have dolls placed around all the kill stations, both kill stations, and you constantly move your body between the two so they can't actually kill dolls and just craft, right? So you, even if there is any stun weapon crafted in the meanwhile, you just go eat it up with your main body so you wouldn't lose any dolls. And on top of that, they now can't craft on that station again because they just lost the only means of fighting back, right? So I know a lot of people will disagree, and everybody's saying, this is awful, Dollmaster getting another nerf. Overall, Dollmaster does need buffs. This is a good change. This doesn't fix the whole last stigma issue, but makes it more bearable by, I would say, a couple of percent. It doesn't, like, it's not a huge change. 20% easier on teams to actually get that last stigma done. However, I do believe they will be implementing some buffs in overall. What I was like, this is what I was saying in a couple of, I think it was like a week ago in one of the streams. I was going in more in depth on the issues with Dollmaster, and the biggest issue with Dollmaster is his last stigma and how weak he feels throughout the game before that point. So right now they implemented a change that is actually dealing with one of those issues, which I like, which will make him even harder to play right now. But I will just say, please be patient, because they will most probably be buffing his overall kit and nerfing his last stigma, like step by step. Because if they just make big changes right now, it could imbalance him all over again, right? And then they have to do like small nerfs or whatever. They're either gonna make him too weak or too powerful if they just push a big change. So they're probably gonna do like small changes over time, and I do believe there's gonna be like some buffs to his overall kit. I'm really hoping that the remove doll at any point of the game is gonna be back, because that was a really good feature and really nice addition to Dollmaster, because then you can control the map and control like whatever you possess on the map way better. That's actually something that's skill related, It makes him way more skillful. If you know how to and when to remove dolls on time, you will have a much easier time playing against really good teams overall throughout the whole match. Not just when they hit the last stigma, but throughout the whole match. I'm glad I maxed him before this nerf. I abused the walking into stuns. LOL. Everybody did. Everybody does. So I know this is gonna be one of the things that's exactly why they're changing it, because it's super fucking frustrating. I also know it's super fucking frustrating to play Dollmaster throughout the match before the last stigma, just because really good teams will constantly kill your dolls and push your body. You can't do anything about it. And the biggest problem there is that they can constantly kill your dolls. If you can control your dolls better, remove them and just move your body around the map and place dolls back again. I think there's gonna be a much better way to play Dollmaster, and a much harder. It's gonna be much harder for teams to actually nerf you or, you know, counter you. You can fix it faster when it's a smaller change. So yeah, I'm thinking there's gonna be more changes coming. So just be patient with Dollmaster. I think this is a good change. I overall think this is a really good change. However, we definitely do need buffs for him as well, right? Like, he needs buff in certain areas and nerfs in some areas. He's kind of in a weird spot right now. I see what you mean, but nerfing monsters even more is going to make more people leave Monster or Dollmaster, and there's already enough people that don't play Monster. Yeah, but what do you want to do? Buff Dollmaster to the skies and buff every monster to the sky so every team dies every single game? You don't wanna go and buff monster role, make it a power role, a dominating role, and imbalance the game just because people are not playing monster. They need to be patient and fix the actual issues, which is not the balance. Balance is not the issue. We already talked about it. Balance is not the fucking issue here. Obviously, the changes they need to implement to fix the other issues are a bit more complicated and they require a bit more time. I don't know how to say this, but you don't want to take away their mind from the actual issue by buffing the monster, right? Those changes won't affect new players anyways. That's what I'm saying. Just be patient, because the actual changes to the monster role that need to be fixed, that need to be implemented, will be coming. Nothing is gonna get solved if they just buff the monster. Nothing. Where did I stop? Okay, weapons. The Spectroplasmic Goo Gun Flamethrower skin sound effect when firing has been adjusted. I don't know what it sounds like. We can test it out. The Ward Flamethrower skin has now a unique sound effect when firing. Kind of want to try that out too. Pickups. When a Chompy Bar or Clash Cola is consumed by a team, the remnants will now be seen falling out of their hand to the ground to give other players an additional visual cue. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think monster should also be able, I mean, you can hear by the sound. Honestly, like if you're playing a monster and you don't notice them using it when you're looking at them, because even if you're not looking at them, you can hear the sound, like when they eat a Chompy or consume a Popcan. But it's gonna be like just a nice visual cue, even though like I don't think it's necessary, because the game mostly just focuses on sound cues. There is now a unique sound effect when a team finishes searching a wastebasket was using the vending machine sound. I need to go for a trash can. Like, I don't even remember the old sound. Like, I only went through wastebasket when I would do it for the challenge. Or maybe like, yeah, like if I was doing a wastebasket challenge or looking for a walkie-talkie or a noisemaker. Journey. Reduce the minimum amount of aura you are required to spend in each act in order to proceed to the next act by 15%. Which I don't really see the point of. Like, it was okay. Honestly, it was okay. You didn't have to like go through acts like so fast. This was fine. Spectrals. Spectrals now have a unique visual effects while in flight. Note that these cases are not effective when the controlling team is dead. So I need to get down to actually see it. Fuck. Matchmaking. Increase the timeout disconnect penalties applied to repeat offenders. I like that. There has been so many disconnects and these like DCs and dodge lobbies lately. Disgusting amount. They definitely need to do something about that. Just because Monster is thinking, oh shit, you know, I can like dodge and I'm gonna find another lobby in like 30 seconds. That's not the mentality we want them to have. Okay, bug fixes. This is the last one. Fixed an issue where a player could sometimes lose their place in the matchmaking queue without being notified, resulting them in not getting into a match until they cancelled and searched again. So is that why we wouldn't backfill? Because it was like supposed to be saved for somebody, the spot, and they would never show up? Okay, fixed an issue where a player that disconnects at the very start of a match would sometimes have their character remain in the match to be interacted with by other players. Oh, that's like the running animation, like that was the problem since beta though. Finally fixed it. Fixed an issue where the bar timing minigame was not working properly in the tutorial and training mode. Okay. Fixed additional case where a team could get stuck in the rotate minigame while searching objects. I've seen that happen only once, I think, but you know, it's good that it's fixed. Fixed an issue where Werewolf and Dollmaster had their quotes flipped on character selection. Fixed some text spacing formatting issues in the movie reward screens, nice. Fixed some spelling adjusted formatting and added new Forgotten Films text. Fixed an issue where fun, fatty short sportside socks, marine socks, and gilded gray high tops were locked to a specific thing when they should be universally available. I'm thinking that's actually what I was talking about earlier, where there's been like socks that were only available for Jess, Brad, and Leo, not for Faith and Gloria, which made no sense. Fixed an issue where a red line would appear on Pride gear when viewed in a lower resolution. Okay, yeah, nice. I guess a couple of issues. Once I'm gonna say these are probably just small changes they pushed forward that they could. They didn't require a lot of testing, whatever. We did see the dev notes. There's going to be a lot of changes coming to VHS soon, and they're already most probably testing them on internal servers of their own. So yeah, just be patient, and hopefully there's going to be like a bigger, new update next week. And obviously we're going to go through it again. Hell yeah.